Imagine this. You just spent good money on a brand new Windows PC. You unbox it, plug it in, and the second you log in, pop, a notification. Then another one. Then your taskbar starts showing you news headlines you never asked for. Your browser is eating RAM like it's at a buffet. And somewhere in the background, Windows is quietly sending data about everything you do back to Microsoft servers. And you paid for this. You actually paid money for this experience. Here's the thing, Windows 11 looks clean on the surface. Microsoft did a nice job with the aesthetic. But underneath that polished exterior, there's a whole system designed to keep you distracted, tracked, and monetized. And most people have absolutely no idea it's happening. Today, we're going to change that. These are the 11 things you should turn off in Windows right now, and some of them are going to genuinely surprise you. Let's start with something that kills your PC's performance before you even touch the keyboard. Startup apps. Every time you turn on your computer and log in, Windows quietly launches a lineup of programs in the background. Teams, OneDrive, Xbox services, Spotify, and a dozen other things you haven't opened in months. Each one is eating RAM and CPU before you've even opened your browser. The fix is simple. Hit Control, Shift, and Escape to open Task Manager. On the left side, click Startup Apps. You'll see exactly what's loading every single morning. If you don't recognize it or don't need it running at boot, right-click and disable it. Your PC will feel noticeably faster within the first week. Next up, notifications and tips. Microsoft genuinely treats you like you've never used a computer before. The operating system constantly pops up with tips like, "Did you know you can snap windows side by side?" Yes, I know. Everyone knows. These notifications don't just clutter your screen, they pull you out of focus during actual work. Go to Settings, then System, then Notifications. You can either turn off individual apps or kill notifications entirely from the top toggle. Do it. You're an adult. You don't need Windows parenting you through your own computer. Now here's one people overlook. Background apps. You close an app, you think it's done. It's not. A lot of Windows apps, and yes, this includes Solitaire, keep running silently in the background, consuming resources for no reason. Go to Settings, then Apps, then Installed Apps. Click the three dots next to each app and look for Advanced Options. There you'll find background app permissions. Set anything unnecessary to Never. And while you're at it, open Chrome or whatever Chromium-based browser you use. Go to Settings, then System, and turn off Continue running background apps when Chrome is closed. Because when you close Chrome, it should actually close. Not sit in the background drinking your RAM like it pays rent. All right, we're about 3 minutes in, and here's where it starts getting a little unsettling. Up next, Fast Startup. Microsoft markets this as a feature. It makes your PC boot faster, they say. And technically, yes, it does. But what Fast Startup actually does is put Windows into a hybrid sleep state instead of doing a real clean shutdown. The result? Driver conflicts, update errors, random freezes that make no sense. If your PC has ever felt sluggish after a restart, Fast Startup might be the reason. Go to Settings, then System, then Power and Sleep, then Additional Power Settings. Click Choose what the power buttons do and uncheck Fast Startup. Save your changes. A real shutdown is worth the extra 5 seconds. Now let's talk about something that happens every time you type in the Start menu. By default, Windows 11 takes your search queries, things you type locally on your own machine, and ships them off to Bing. Your computer, your files, your searches. Going to Microsoft servers, why? So they can serve you web results and, let's be honest, ads. To stop this, you need to go into the registry editor, hit Windows and R, type regedit, and press Enter. Navigate to HKE, Current, User, then Software, Policies, Microsoft, Windows, and then Explorer. If Explorer doesn't exist, create it as a new key. Inside Explorer, create a new D-word 32 bits value called Disable Search Box Suggestions, no spaces, and set its value to 1. Reboot and your local searches stay local, the way they always should have been. Next, widgets. That little icon on your taskbar that opens a panel of news, weather, and sports. It's basically a Microsoft-branded content feed stuffed with MSN articles and sponsored posts. It auto-loads content in the background and uses system resources to do it. Go to Settings, Personalization, then Taskbar, and toggle widgets off. If you want the weather, check your phone. If you want news, open a real news site. You don't need a corporate content feed embedded in your operating system. And this is the one that genuinely makes people angry when they find out about it. Number 7, ads inside File Explorer and the lock screen. File Explorer, the thing you use to move files around. Microsoft is serving you OneDrive promotional banners inside of it. Inside a file manager, on a paid operating system. To kill the File Explorer ads, open File Explorer, click Options, then View, scroll down and uncheck Show Sync Provider Notifications. Done. For the lock screen, you'll need the registry editor again. Navigate to HKEY, Current, User, Software, Microsoft, Windows, Current Version, Content Delivery Manager. Create 2 new DWORD values, Rotating Lock Screen Enabled and Rotating Lock Screen Overlay Enabled, and set both to 0. Log out and back in. Your lock screen is now yours again. Moving on telemetry and diagnostics. This is the one Microsoft doesn't really advertise loudly. Windows is constantly collecting data about how you use your PC and sending it back to Microsoft. App usage, crash reports, behavioral patterns, all of it getting packaged and shipped off. You can't turn it off completely, but you can reduce it significantly. Go to Settings, then Privacy and Security, then Diagnostics and Feedback. Make sure Send Optional Diagnostic Data is turned off, and only required diagnostic data is being sent. It's not perfect, but it's meaningfully better than the default. Then there's Cortana and Copilot, Microsoft's AI assistants. Remember Cortana? She was supposed to change everything back in 2015. Now she's mostly forgotten, but she might still be running on your machine. And Copilot, her more modern replacement, raises its own set of questions about data and privacy. Go to Settings, then Apps, then Installed Apps. Search for Cortana and Copilot. If they're there and you're not using them, uninstall them. They're not essential. And removing them frees up both storage and peace of mind. Here's one that genuinely catches people off guard. Activity history. Windows tracks the apps you open, the files you work on, and the websites you visit, and can sync all of that across your devices through your Microsoft account. Go to Settings, Privacy and Security, then Diagnostics and Feedback and hit Delete Diagnostic Data. Then go to Search Permissions and under Cloud Content Search, turn off both Microsoft account and work or school account. While you're in Privacy and Security, also turn off inking and typing, personalization, and speech settings. Windows does not need to be keeping a detailed log of your daily computing life. And finally, auto restart after updates. This one has probably ruined at least one important workday for almost everyone watching this. You leave your PC on overnight with documents open. Windows decides 3 a.m. is the perfect time to install updates and restart. You come back in the morning and everything is gone. Go to Settings, then Windows Update, then Advanced Options. Turn on Notify Me when a restart is required to finish updating. That single toggle means Windows will ask you before it reboots instead of just doing it while you're not looking. So that's 11 settings, and together, they make a real difference. Faster boot times, less background noise, fewer interruptions, and a whole lot less of your data quietly leaving your machine without your knowledge. Windows 11 is a capable operating system, but out of the box, it's configured to benefit Microsoft more than it benefits you. These changes flip that balance back in your favor. The question worth sitting with is how many of these were already turned on without you ever choosing them? And what else might be running in the background that we haven't even talked about yet? If this video gave you something useful, make sure to subscribe. We do deep dives like this regularly. No fluff, no filler, just things that actually matter for how you use your technology every day.